What's going on, family? It's your boy, Mr. P. I'm going to give away the play for absolutely free. You hear me? For absolutely free. We're going to give the play away. Generational wealth play. A lot of people understand how money works, but they don't know how to put their money to work. So lock in with your boy, and we're going to give you the play for absolutely free. Let's get it.
Blessings on top of more blessings. How y'all feeling? Y'all let me know how you feeling in the chat. Y'all go ahead and give me your favorite emoji in the chat. This is something special, y'all. This is just not a regular call. This is something that's very special. Let me know how you feeling in the chat. Let me see what y'all looking like. Gambino, let's go. Big blessings. Great to see y'all. Mr. P, big blessings. Happy birthday to you. I know this is a special one. You know, we gonna do this thing right. Mr. P, big blessings. Good to see you as well. It is up. This is something that's very special, and you're gonna hear this word special and blessings and special because it's real. It's extremely real. Monique, big blessings. Simply because we understand the type of economic times that we are going in right now, the financial hardships. But at the end of the day, you're on this call for a reason. This is literally, if you really think about it, this is the 1%. let's be honest. What's everybody else doing? Probably watching college football. Probably just in the bed, still under the covers. So I get up in 30 minutes. No, we up now. You hear what I'm saying? We're up now. And this is something that is very important. I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. P and also Mr. P and CEO for putting this thing together. Yes, it's really different. And simple fact, because they've taken times out of being a father, being a husband. Maybe they are interested in football. I don't know. But every time I talk to them, we talking about financial. We talk about financial solutions. You hear what I'm saying? So I just want to give a huge shout out to them. And Mr. P, once again, happy birthday to you. You're an amazing father. I see you do that every single day, 365. You're an extremely amazing big brother. We got our friction just probably because you're a big brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I want to salute you because you're doing something special. You came from your hardships that you had to grow through, and you've been able to build a solid foundation, a community of people that invest in themselves and take risks. That's the biggest thing, is taking that risk. Because we know if we take the risk, we're going to learn something, whether we win financially or not. We've learned through that situation, and then we can easily just capitalize. You hear what I'm saying? So I just once again want to salute you. Everybody that is on the call, please take notes. And one thing I like to say, don't just take notes, become the notes. And another thing I like to say, execution is on you. The information is on Mr. P and Mr. Peden. But the execution, you hear what I'm saying? The execution is on you. And one thing that I like to do, and I'm not going to hold back, I'm just going to go ahead and give y'all the game that I like to utilize whenever I get on these type of calls. I like to take action. I give myself a 48-hour rule. I got to take action in the 48 hours from the information that I learned so that I can know it's in progress for my greater use. You hear what I'm saying? So without further ado, I want to give a huge shout out once again to Mr. P and Mr. P. But at the end of the day, shout out to y'all. All right. So get your notes ready. If you're using your cell phone, if you're using a pen and pad, and just have an open mind and keep your goals in mind. And the reason why I'm saying that, because there's going to be a lot of information on this call, but the useful, valuable information is the information that you utilize that's connected to your goals. Y'all see what I'm saying? And we want to connect those dots so that you can actually propel yourself, be in a better financial situation so that you can live the life that you desire. So without further ado, I want to give it up. Y'all go ahead and show some love for Mr. Peter, CEO, and Mr. Parker. Big blessings.
Let's go. Hey, I love the energy, family. I love the energy. God is amazing. I'm super thankful. Super excited. And I want to get you guys this blessing. So I don't want to hold you up. But, you know, a little bit about myself, man. I'm from the south side of Chicago, from the slums, man. And for me to be here is just a blessing, right? For me to actually be here, doing what I'm doing now, knowing where I came from, knowing what I've come through, I'm blessed. And I want to give these blessings back. You feel me? The whole thing is, man, Who taught us how to invest? Nobody taught me. Nobody taught me nothing. I had to learn that with experience. I had to learn that in life. Shout out to JJ too. It's his birthday. Y'all got some love in Jay. His birthday the day after mine. We 7 years apart. His birthday the day after mine. Shout out to all the Aries on the call. Yes. Shout out to all the Aries on the call, baby. If your birthday was this year, shout out to you. All right. So to get back into it, man, we definitely have to understand nobody taught us how to invest. Nobody told us where to put our money. Nobody told us that we need to do certain things in life to be successful financially, so we don't have to worry about these things. You feel me? And a lot of times we get confused with making money and earning money. Okay? Anytime you exchange your time for money, you're earning money. You're not making money. Right? You're not making money. We're going to teach you how to make a bag. All right? We're going to teach you how to make a bag. So make sure you lock in, like JJ said. Make sure you got your notes. Right? Make sure you're ready to receive these blessings, because I feel good about doing my job. I really don't, could have been one person on this call. I really feel good about getting this information out and helping the next person, at least informing them about how they can be, in another level, at another level financially, mentally, you know what I'm saying? Physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? Our goal is to get 1% better every day. So we got to stay focused on that, family. Today, we're going to show you how we make money. All right? And it's crazy because a lot of stuff began with structure. And we're going to get into it right now. Everything began with structure. So I'm going to ask y'all a question real quick. Real quick, I'm going to ask y'all a question before I start this presentation. All right? The question is, what's the most important thing that needs to have structure in our life? Give me one. Give it to me in the chat. What's the most important thing that needs structure in our life? Throw it in the chat, somebody. Come on. Tell me something. What's the most important thing that needs to have structure? It's a few of them, but what's the most important one? Anybody in the chat? Thank you. Our time, family. Our time. Time needs to have structure. You have to understand that. All right. So we're gonna go into it. Shout out to JJ. This is one of his favorite acronyms. Things I must experience. So in life, we go through things. We learn from those times we spent in life, right? We learn from that. Anything we ever been through, every time we've been through it, we learn from that, right? So time is something we never get back. All right. Time is something we never get back. You're never going to get this bag back. All right. You're never going to get this bag back. Yesterday is gone, family. You're not getting it back. So experience what you can experience in that time, but what are you doing with it? All right. What are you doing with it? You got 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week, over 730 hours in a month, and over 8,760 hours in a year, family. What are you doing with your time? Imagine how much time you're wasting. Imagine how much time you're pouring into something that's not pouring back. Imagine how much time you're wasting. Imagine how much time you're giving to something else instead of giving to yourself and pouring into the people that pour into you. What are we doing with this? All right? That's super important. We have to be intentional with our time. We have to be super intentional. And this is the base of financial literacy. This is the base of any structure in your life. We have to be intentional with our time. We have to be. If we're not intentional, we're wasting time. How do we be intentional? Let's put it together. Let's create a schedule just for your day. Try this one day. And put your schedule down on what you actually are going to do every hour of the day. And the same thing you do with your time, you have to structure your bag. We have to structure our bag because we don't want to earn money. Somebody throw it in the chat for me. What do we want to do? We don't want to earn money. What do we want to do? Somebody throw it in the chat. See if you was paying attention. What do we want to do? It's two things we can do. Exchange our time for money, which is earned. Exactly, Gambito. We want to make money. So the same way you got your time structure, you need to have your bag structure too. Okay? Now, this is the base. This is the foundation. For all my traders, this is the support and resistance, the trend line of wealth. Structure your bag, just like your time. So what we going to do with that? Another acronym for time, and it's my favorite one, JJ. You can take this one if you want, baby boy. The interest money engine. We want to turn time into the interest money engine. How do we do that? Mr. P, how do we do that? Stay on this call to the end. You hear me? That's what you want to do so you can get this information on us, execution on you. Here's the information. What are you doing after this call? Right? Because we're creating the interest money engine. This thing got a Hemi in it, y'all. This thing got a Hemi in it. Okay? This is ways that I've been able to also structure my bag. What are you doing with your bag? You're buying Starbucks every day? You're going to McDonald's? You're tricking off? You got a habit you can't kick? I don't know. But what are you doing with your bag? You ever looked at your account and was like, I just had $1,000 in this account. I'm at $350. What did I spend my money on? I know I ain't the only one. What did I spend my money on? I just had $10,000. I have 3 bands. What did I buy? Just knowing where your money is going is very important. And however you want to set this up, that's fine. This is how we do it. I'm giving an example on how you could potentially set this up. You got 100% of something. Now you put a percent in each one of these. Now I'm not going to preach on here. I know Easter tomorrow. Happy Easter. Right? I'm not going to preach on here. Whatever your beliefs is, whatever that is, that's cool. That's on you. I'm just saying this is how I structure my bag. Now, sometimes you can't put a percentage in something else because this percentage in your lifestyle is just too aggressive. But have a foundation. Do something that's realistic to your budget. How much are you making? Let's break that down in percentages and where you're putting that money. All right? You got 100% of something. It needs to go in your lifestyle, your savings, your investing, and pay tithes. However you pay tithes, you want to feed the homeless, you want to give it to a church. That's on you. And that's something you got to go through with your God. That ain't on me. And if you however you run your play, but still have structure in your bag. And this is what me and my family do. When we don't have to OD on our lifestyle. All right? Put 30% in our lifestyle, 30% in our savings, 30% in our investing, 10% in tithes. I don't care if a bag come in, this is how it's getting broke down. Every bag. I don't care if it's $100. Bag getting broke down just like this. So establish some structure with your bag. Know where your money is going. Know where your time is going. And run the play, family. Okay? We're going to teach you guys how to create generational wealth. Where does it stem from? How to build it. How to start from the foundation and take it to the next level. All right? I'm fired up about this, man. I don't think y'all know what's coming, but we here for it. Right? We here for it. All right? We're going to teach you how to rich stay rich. How they make money. How they consistently make money. We're going to run that play right now. So get your notes. Make sure you have everything so you can take this information and execute it. All right? Let me go ahead and let this. Here we go. All right, get this information, put it in your notes, execute, execute, execute. They say note takers are money makers. My boy JJ, he say no. Note takers are money makers. Executors are money makers. After you get the notes, what are you doing with those notes? What are you doing with those notes? All right, today we're going to go over some things. Right? We're going to go over 5 things. How to create generational wealth. Okay? How to put your money to work so you're not out here earning money, right? You're making money. How to get paid from shaking your head. How many people in the chat want to get paid from doing this? If you could do this, if you can hop on a call with me and just do this and you get paid, is that okay with you? Throw a yes and no in the chat. I need to know. Is it okay for you to hop on a call with me and just shake your head and get a bag? Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. We're going to show you how to do that. Okay? We're going to show you how to become an instant asset. People are out here dying every day. Guess what you're going to run out of? Time. Eventually, we're all going to run out of time. So it's very important that we structure it correctly, right? We know where our time is going. We know where our bag is going. This is super important. We don't want to be a GoFundMe. We don't want to be a fish fry. We don't want the homie with a call his mama have to call us and be like, hey, I need some help to put my son down. Who wants that? When I leave here, I want to be an asset. If I die, somebody just came up. I feel a little different driving around on my cell phone. All right, so we're also going to show you how to get paid for life passively. Imagine getting a bag just for waking up. You woke up today, you got paid. That's it. You get a percentage of something, right? So I'm going to get into my guest right here, Mr. Parker. Shout out to Mrs. Parker. She's the beast. I want you guys to understand the value that's about to come on this call. My coach, he actually taught me what I want to teach you guys, right? What we're about to learn today, he taught me everything. He's helped over 1,000 families since 2016. Impact, right? He has over 222 business partners in 15 states, okay? Their business is number 10 out of 6,500. They're the best at what they do. Top 10 minimum. Has over $1 million in secured investments, right? They make over $600,000 a year, and their goal is $1 million by the end of 2025. This man used to drive trucks. He used to do warehouse working. You know, it was rough out here. He got kids. He married. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. Family, he got an opportunity just like we got one today. He came across an opportunity, and what did he do? He took notes, he executed on notes, and he ran the play. Right? So now we're here, family. So without further ado, I want y'all to throw some love in the chat. Give me some love, give me some love, give me some love, give me some love. I need any type of love. I don't care what you throw in the chat. I just need some energy. I need energy for this individual because he's going to bring it. He's going to bring the energy. I need energy, family. I'll wait for it because I promise you, this is the information you've been waiting for. We tired of earning money. Let's make some money. Pete, talk to me, baby. Talk to me, Pete.
Hey, bro, I didn't know this how y'all getting down, man. I'm gonna need you and Mr. JJ over there to I gotta tap in, man, because guys, on a Saturday, you got to understand where you're at. On a Saturday, it's raining in some places, it's shiny in other places, right? People have been working all week. I seen my boy in the chat said he took his lunch break, right, just to get this information. Guys, you're different. You're different. And the first step of getting to where you want to go is realizing that you're different. I will write that down. I will write that down. And it's okay to be different. Your mom's not on the chat. Your dad's not on the chat. Your brother's not on the chat. Your sister's not on the chat. You're on the chat today. And you got to tell yourself, man, I'm different. That's the very first step, you know. And man, Mr. P, happy birthday once again. Mr. JJ, happy birthday to you as well. Guys, we're about to drop some nuggets right now that's going to change everything for you. And we're going to structure the way that you're going to be looking at life. Look, guys, 98% of people will never have the things that they say they want because they do what 98% of people do. Okay? I call it the 95% method. If y'all want to write that down, the 95% method. What is the 95% method? Well, they work 9 to 5. 95% of people have 9 to 5 mindsets. Okay, the 95% method. The top 5% of the world think a certain type of way. And guys, that's what your mindset has to be fixed on. The 95% are not intentional about time. They're not intentional about money. They're not intentional about structure. They're not intentional about how big they dream. They're not intentional about their vision. They're not intentional about traveling and seeing different parts of the world. They're not intentional on those things. Okay? The top 5% of the world think a certain type of way, and every percent that you go up is a whole different mindset by a landslide. All right, guys? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop some of these nuggets in here and teach you guys how to structure it so that you're paying more attention and you're intentional about your paycheck. You're intentional about your gains. Okay? You don't just want to get a gain, right? My boys, that you trading Bitcoin, you trading your futures and your gold, and then you take the trading from the gold and then we buy a Starbucks latte. We're not doing that no more. In 2024, guys, we got to make the change. If we're going to gain something, we got to make sure that that gain continues to bring in currency, continues to bring in liquid assets to your family. All right, guys. So I want to thank y'all for hopping on this call. Mr. P, happy birthday once again. Think about the type of leaders that you guys have in your life, the type of brothers and influences and circle you have in your life, that instead of him saying, for my birthday, I want a bottle of 1738, okay, get wasted, and let's spend all the bag that we've been making all month long on one day. He said, you know what? I want to pour this knowledge back into my people so that they can get a continuous bag. Guys, write that down on your notes. 2024, we got to focus on getting a continuous bag. Continuous. Never stops. Never stop working. Whether you sleep, whether you vacationing, whether you eating, whether you fasting, you praying, you meditating, this bag is continuous. Okay, so we're going to break this thing down in steps. Okay, the first step to create a continuous bag is you got to understand the legal structure of your continuous bag. You got to understand the legal structure. Okay, you don't got to be a lawyer, you don't got to be a judge, but you got to understand the difference between a person and a natural person. Okay, can somebody put in the chat if you understand the difference between a person and a natural person? Does anybody know the difference? I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. The natural person is you. It's the physical you. Okay? But when they say person in the legal term, it means an entity. It means it has a tax number connected to it. And so what do we need that has a tax number connected to it? Well, businesses, they have tax numbers. And not only businesses have tax numbers, trusts have tax numbers as well. So the first thing that you guys want to write down is I need to identify what type of trust I need to create generational wealth for my family. There's a lot of different type of trust out there. Land trust, revocable trust, irrevocable trust. So the first thing you got to do, guys, is you need to understand I need to place my assets somewhere. I want to be able to control it, but I don't want to own it, because if I own it, then that means that my trust can get in trouble. Someone can tap into my trust. You don't want nobody to be able to tap into your trust. Okay, and I'm not here for the politics, all right? But when people do things right, they do things right. Okay, so when I say this name, I don't want your spirit to get all in a frenzy. I just got to tell you like a TI is. Okay, they cannot touch Trump. You want to know why? Because he's a business. He's not a natural person. He's a business. His kids are businesses. His families are businesses. Everything's businesses. They can't touch him. They're trying to throw everything at him, and they can't, because everything is business and everything's in a trust. Okay? So we're going to talk about 5 different bags here. Mr. P wanted me to share this with you guys, and I hope you fired up about it. All right? So we're going to tap into it, okay? The first bag that we're going to talk about is how to secure the bag. Okay? The first bag is how to secure the bag. Okay. Can you guys see my slide? We good?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. The first bag we're going to talk about is how to secure the bag. Mr. P, who's the bag? What is the bag?
Who's the bag?
Who's the bag?
We the bag.
We're the bag, family. Write that down. I am the bag. I'm the bag. Everything you do to make money and to earn money is running plays. You are the bag. Matter if you have kids, if you have a spouse, if you have a mom and dad, uncles and aunties, nieces and nephews, that if anything was to happen to you financially, they got to pull out of somewhere or do something they don't want to do to make money to put you somewhere or to do something. You, family, are the bag. You the one putting in 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week. Okay? So the first thing you got to understand is, okay, if something happens to me, okay, where do I want my money to go, or how do I earn money for my family if something happens? Okay? So the first thing is this, guys, because you're in this investment space, this financial literacy space, you're on TikTok, you're on YouTube, okay, you're on social media looking for this information, you got to understand that there's a lot of people that's going to give you false information, and you got to be aware of that information. Okay. Has anybody in the chat ever heard the term infinite banking, be your own bank? Okay. You can leverage your life insurance, put money inside of it, buy real estate, things of that nature. Anybody in the chat ever heard those terms? Okay. Or is this the first time you've ever heard of those terms? Let's see. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So look at this, guys. Money. Okay. Perfect. You heard those terms. And you're like, man, that sounds interesting. Okay. Let me look for more information. Well, I'm going to give you guys an example really quick. Okay. Let's just say that I opened up a bank, Monique, directly across the street from your house. Okay. Gambino, I want to give you 5 benefits with my bank. And I want to know if you do business with my bank. Okay. First benefit with my bank is your money's going to grow at a 0 to 5% interest rate. Okay. I know it's not the most interest in the world, but at least it's growing something. Now, the only catch to this is we get to decide your interest rate. You don't get to decide. Okay. We make all the decisions on your interest. Second benefit is you guys are going to go ahead and put away $100 into this account every single month. Okay. For a whole year, that's $1,200 that's to be inside your account. You go inside your account to take some of this money out, Monique, and there's no money inside your account. Because for the first year, we're going to keep all your money. Okay. I know what you guys are thinking. Okay. What's going on with my money? All right. But it's the first year. After that year, you're going to go to the ATM to take out $100. And instead of getting $100, you're going to get $92 in a receipt. And on that receipt, it says that our bank's going to charge you 6 to 8% to borrow your own money. Okay. Guys, how many times do emergencies happen through the year? And when emergencies happen, can you wait to get your money, or do you need your money right then and there? Okay. I don't know about y'all, but if an emergency happened, I need my money ASAP. Well, guess what, Monique? We can make you wait up to 6 months to borrow your own money if we decide to.
No way.
Right? And listen, when I show this to families, they're like, Paris, I would never do business with you. But I got to show you number 5. When it comes to life insurance and somebody passes away, family, what does family do over that money? They're going to fight. They're going to argue. That's my favorite uncle. I helped him move the couch back in 1994. I deserve $15,000. Y'all ain't give me none. I ain't showing up to the barbecue no more. All right. We came up with a solution because we don't want the family fighting. Okay. We came up with this solution. We're going to keep all your money if you die. Okay. Would any of you guys do business with my bank? Let me get a thumbs up for yes. Let me get a thumbs up for no. Let me get a no. Let me get a yes.
You guys feel free to unmute your mics. That's totally fine.
Yes.
But for me, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Monique was waiting for that. She like, listen, I've been waiting to say no since number one. Okay. What would you guys call this? Okay. And fun fact, I actually showed this to Mr. P. Okay. We known each other for a while. I showed this to him and his family in real life. Okay. And this is why he's so man, he was like, I gotta show people this information. Okay. He's like, P, this is a scam.
Absolutely.
So I got you. What would you call me if I sold this to you though?
Scammer.
Scammer.
Yeah.
Family, y'all want to know what I call this?
What you call it?
Allstate, State Farm, Farmers, Gerber, United, Globe, Transamerica, WFG, PHP, FFL, AIG, MetLife, okay, Colonial Penn, Northwest, State Farm, Omaha Mutual, Forsters, Union National, Lincoln Heritage. This right here, family, is called cash value life insurance. This is what 90% of agents sell because it pays them a high commission. It was never created to help us as consumers, family. Okay? This is what 90% of people have who do have insurance. Okay? 50% of America don't have no insurance whatsoever. Okay? So the bag boy at the grocery store might not have it. Your Amazon delivery driver might not have it. Okay? Your uncle, auntie might not have it, but the ones of us that do, 90% of us, this is what they have. Okay? And they come with all kind of fancy names. Whole life, universal life, variable life, index universal life. Have you noticed on social media, all they talk about is IUL, 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 IUL? Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, it was never created to help us out. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna speed through it a little bit, right? Because I got more bags to show you. Okay, so remember, this is the first one. This is you are the bag. You the one for your family. Okay, if something happens, you need to make sure that millions of dollars come back into the household. But what they do is they teach us how to buy these expensive policies with low death benefit because they get big money on that. Okay, so let me show you an example. This right here is one of my agents. Okay, he's out in Florida. His name's George. I said, look, George, bring your life insurance policy so I can show you how it works. Okay, he had a cash value policy with Mutual Omaha. Okay, George is 27 years of age. He's covered for $300,000, paying about $120 a month. Now, Monique, remember I told you for the first year of you putting money inside your plan, the company's going to go ahead and keep it. Well, look at this, family. For the first 4 years, he's put over $5,000 into the policy. How much can he take out? Zero. The 5th year, he's put over $7,000 into the policy. He can only take out $573, and that's before any type of fees. Okay? If he knew this how it worked, do you think he would have bought it?
No.
Not at all. Do you think his life insurance agent showed him this page?
Of course not.
Of course not, y'all. Okay? Monique, of course not. Okay? They sold him on a guaranteed 4% interest rate. Okay? It trails with the market. Okay? But this is the part where the light bulb got to go off. See, the industry understands that we know we need it. Okay? But they also understand that we don't read, y'all. So when someone says, well, I can borrow from my life insurance policy, my question is, well, if you can borrow money from it, who else can borrow money from it? Okay, this is the loans page. So we're going to read this together. If the partial return of premium benefit has not been exercised, you may borrow part of the policy's partial return of premium benefit amount by written request. Paris, what does that even mean? If you have money inside your policy, you can borrow it by written request. Leticia, this is where it get good though. You must assign the policy to us as sole security for the loan. Uh-oh. So Monique, you went out here, got $200,000 of life insurance coverage for your family. You got $5,000 in cash value inside your policy. You pull $1,000 out of that cash value. As soon as you pull that money out, your kids, your family is not the beneficiaries of that $200,000. The company controls it.
Wow.
Okay. Hold on, though. It gets better. We may defer making a loan of your own money for 6 months unless the loan is to pay the company back. So if we need our money ASAP, we're going to pull it right out. But if you need this for a college fund, Gerber, that's in a class action lawsuit right now because their life insurance don't work. It's not a college plan. It's just life insurance for the kids. Okay? They can make you wait for that money. It gets even better though, Leticia. We gonna charge you 5.66% interest in advance before you get your own money. And you better pay it back quick because we're gonna charge you 6% effective annual interest rate. Interest is due on the loan on each policy anniversary. Interest not paid when due will be added to the loan and bear interest at the same interest rate payable on the loan. So now we're talking compound interest on a payday loan inside your life insurance policy, family. They just sold you a payday loan in your life insurance policy. Can I get inside the chat? That ain't right. Come on now. 1-800-LOAN-MARK. They didn't put a 1-800-LOAN-MARK inside your life insurance policy. And you didn't even know it, y'all. Okay. I got two short examples I want to give you guys. I got a young lady. She's 65 years of age. She got a policy in 1988. Okay. She's been paying on this policy for years. They told her it was permanent. March last year, she missed the payment. By May, her policy lapsed. She lost everything. But it was supposed to be permanent. It's supposed to have cash inside of it. She lost it. One missed payment, gone. Now she's 65, high blood pressure, diabetes, trying to figure it out. Hopefully she gets qualified. I got another scenario. I had a young lady. She wasn't my personal client. Okay, her kids are. Okay, she got a $200,000 life insurance policy in 2002. That was 22 years ago. Okay, she took out a loan of $1,000. She passed away. Instead of her kids getting $200,000, they only got $1,500. You say, Paris, how? Here's this paragraph, Leticia. Here it go. You may repay all or part of the loan at any time while the policy is in force on a premium paying basis. You must identify any payment intended as a loan repayment or it will be considered a premium payment. Uh-oh. So Monique, you got your income taxes. You paid the $1,000 back to the company, but you never specified that it was going towards the loan. So they've been hitting you with interest all this time. The death benefit is reduced by any amount of loan not repaid on the date that the insured dies. They was racking up interest on this young lady. Okay. Family, how many of people do y'all think need to know this information? How valuable is this information if we dealing with these companies buying these life insurance policies?
Everybody needs to know.
Everybody needs to know. And when I showed this to Mr. P, and this was what happening in him and his partner's policies, that's exactly what he said, Monique. Everybody needs to know. So let me give you an example of what I showed Mr. P. Okay. I showed this to my guy, George. I said, look, you cover for $300,000, you paying $120 a month. Your fiance is covered for $100,000, you paying $40 a month. $50,000 on each of the kids for $50 a month. That's $450 for $210. I said, this is what I'm gonna do for you. Okay. I'm going to cover you for $300,000. your fiance 300,000, 50,000 on each of the kids for the same 120 that you are used to spending on yourself. Monique, that's 200,000 more in coverage for $90 less. Family, which one would y'all pick? Would y'all rather pay 210 or 120?
120.
120. And if we're saving you $90 a month, what would you now do with that $90 a month?
Save it.
Save it. Right? Monique, great answer. Okay. Just being honest, most of us, we're going to go ahead and spend it. That's my $90 more towards a latte. That's $90 more to a pair of Jordans. That's $90 more to get my nails done. That's $90 more. But Monique, I want to help you take it up a notch. So that's bag number one. You got to make sure you get the right type of protection for you and your family. Okay? Term life insurance is the way to go. Okay? They had Jim Crow laws for our people to only be able to buy cash value policies because you pay a lot of money for a small death benefit. Okay? Term insurance is inexpensive and you get more death benefit. Okay? You can pay $100 and have $1 million in coverage instead of paying $500 and only having $200,000 in coverage. And what we do with the difference is we want to teach you how to invest it. Bag number two. Okay? Bag number two. You got to know how to invest this money. This is what the wealthy do. So it's good that you trading. It's good that you know how to make it. But the wealthy delegate to elevate. Write that down, team. You want to delegate to elevate. You don't want to be the one that's doing everything. You want it working for you. Okay? So I'm going to show you guys a real example in a second. Ms. P, should I just show them the real example?
Man, let's keep it as transparent as possible.
Let's give them the real example. Okay? I'm going to give you guys a real example of what I mean by that. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, America's best kept secrets, things that they do not teach us, y'all, is where to put our money. Okay, our safe money, not our risky money, our safe money, the money that we don't want to mess with. What do we do with it, guys? It's called mutual funds. It's called annuities. Okay, so I have two mutual funds here. Okay, I'm showing you guys me and my wife's personal mutual funds. Okay, I don't show people things that I don't have personally myself. Okay, Monique, how much interest are they giving us at the bank when we put our money in there?
Like 0.01.
Ooh, you got it, girl. Got it, girl. 0.01 to 0.9% interest. A very nice way of saying nothing. And the banks are using our money. They invested in credit cards, car loans, and then they reinvested into the economy, and they giving us a 0% interest rate on that, guys. Now it's time for us to take it up to the next level. Here's an example of a mutual fund. I'll give you two examples and I'll speed through it. Okay, this is an Invesco American Franchise Fund. Look at this, Monique. This account year to date is getting 14% interest. The last 52 weeks, it's been getting 49% rate of return. I got another one. Fidelity Growth Fund. Year to date at 14.99% interest. Last 52 weeks, it's been averaging 52% rate of return. I'm going to show you how this works. In the last 10 years, this account's been averaging 17% rate of return. Look at that, Mr. P. Well, inside this mutual fund, what do I own? You own all the top companies that you put your money into. You own Microsoft, you own Nvidia, you own Meta, Facebook, you own Google, you own Amazon, you own Uber, you own Roku, you own T-Mobile, you own Apple, and you own some more Google. So every time that they making money, family, you making money. Well, Paris, how's this going to benefit me? Let me show you. We're going to start from scratch. Investment. Okay, we're gonna start from scratch. Let's say that you starting with 0 today. You say, Mr. P, thank you for putting me on this call. I love the information. I want to be able to retire one day. I'm going to go to the bank and they're going to give me a high yield CD account getting 4%. I could put away $200 a month, easy peasy at the end of the month. With that 4% interest rate, guys, in 35 years, you're going to have $183,000. This with your safe money, the money you never want to touch. This is the difference from what I'm showing you guys. This mutual fund in the last 10 years been doing 17%. Same $200 a month for the same amount of years. This is the bag that we're missing out on because we don't even know that it exists. Monique, can I get a that ain't right that they ain't teaching us this?
Man, that ain't right at all.
That's bag number 2, Monique. First bag is you got to secure yours for you and your family. Second one is you got to know where to put the money to where it works for you. Okay? How many people need to know this information, family? Everybody.
Everybody.
Let's get into bag number 3. Okay? Let's get into bag number 3.
And if you guys have any questions, we're going to do a live Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, please write them down. And we're going to do everything we can to help you out.
Yes, sir. You're like, okay, this information is interesting. I need to know this, right? That's why I got into it, because I'm like, man, I need to know this. Okay? But this is big. This is number 3. Okay? How do we get paid? Okay, guys, we're in America. Okay? You get to educate families and show them the information that's going to change their life. Monique, if you could educate a family and change their whole life, would you do it for free? Leticia, if you can educate a family and change their whole life, would you do it for free? Mr. P, if you could educate a family and change their whole life, would you do it for free?
That's the play right now. That's the play we're running.
There it is. Well, let me show you guys how we get. Let me show you guys how we get paid. Let's just say that we sit down with a family, we educate them. Okay, 50% of people in America, guys, don't have no life insurance whatsoever. 90% of us who do have the wrong kind. So we're going to educate this family. They're going to pay $100 for the whole family to get protected. How much would you want for 1 hour of your time out of that $100? Okay, Mr. P, what's a good paying job out there?
Good paying job. An electrician is a good paying job. HVAC, good paying job.
For the hour. How much they make an hour? What's a
I
good
would say they probably make about $50 to $100 an hour.
50, okay, about 50. Yeah, if you making $5 an hour,
But a regular job, you're getting like $20, $25.
There we go. Look at this, guys. Let me show you how this works. Okay, let's just say you like, you know what, the information is interesting. Everybody needs to know this. And you say, you know what, I want that license. Okay, I want that license, but I don't want to talk to nobody. I do know people that need the information though. Okay, Mr. P, I'm going to refer some people to you, but I'm going to get the license. And every time me and Mr. P go out here and help this family out, you actually made $209 in that 1 hour and you wasn't even there. All you did was refer them to get the information. In an hour. Okay?
Sending them this link. Just sending them this link right here. That's it.
Send them the link. Number 2 is you just sit there and just shake your head up and down like this. 45 minutes. You just like this. Guess what? Me and Mr. P will do all the talking. You'd make $418 in that 1 hour. Sit on the Zoom call, do like this. Situation number 3 is you learn how to do this. You make $1,000 an hour, family. Educating families on how to stop getting ripped off, how to stop getting taken advantage of. Because as soon as ladies have a baby, before you even get home, Gerber then sent you a mailer in the mail talking about you need life insurance, and you ain't even talked to an agent from Gerber. Come on now. We got to educate our families properly. That's bag number 3. Bag number 4 is actually getting the investment license, okay, and showing families where to put this money that they want to save. Not just the one that they're earning, not just the one that they're doing from trading, not just the one that they're doing from real estate, but the money that they don't even want to touch. How can I make it work for me? So here's a scenario, Monique. This is how it looks. We educate that family. You made $1,000 to help them out get the right life insurance policy. You made $1,000. You help them set up their legal service, will, trust, power of attorney, identity theft protection. We're all on social media. We need to protect our identities. You made $75 to about $500 just to plug them in. 1 in 3 people got $10,000 or more sitting in a savings account getting no interest. 1 in 10 people, okay, have $50,000 or more that's just sitting around. You're going to roll over that $40,000 from a savings account to an actual investment account. You made $1,300 to send off a fax. In 1 hour, family, you've made $2,400 to set this family up for financial independence, leaving a legacy the right way. And then it gets better. Bag number 4. Okay. People are setting up 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, and they never meet the person that's watching this account. By you sitting down, educating this family, and you're growing their investment account, you're going to get what we call trails commissions. This is that passive residual income that Mr. P was talking about in the beginning of the call. See, family, the wealthy stay wealthy because they have certified financial advisors that's advising them what to do with money. Mayweather don't watch what's going on with his money. He has a financial advisor that's making sure he's making money. And every time Mayweather makes some coin, guess what? They make money too. So Monique, at 65, you took this client from $40,000 to $2.4 million. Monique, is he mad at you?
Not at all.
Not at all. He probably didn't name his daughter after you. He didn't name his daughter Samantha Monique Johnson. You the reason why his daughter is studying abroad. She got the best tennis coaches. You the reason why. Okay, he sent you referrals. You is his money lady for the rest of their family's life. Now you helped him take his money from $40,000 to $2.4 million. Monique, you made $142,000 passively just watching this account grow. But at 65, y'all, do you want a risky investment or do you want something conservative and safe? Mr. P, what you think?
I definitely, at this point, that's my bag. It's in my account. Yeah, I want something conservative.
You want something
I want to
conservative?
secure the bag. Absolutely.
You want to secure the bag? Look at this, y'all. Monique, you're going to take the same $2.4 million that you created in the first place. All right. Tierra, Leticia, look at this. You're going to roll the $2.4 million that you created in the first place for this family because now they want something conservative. You're going to get paid another $73,000 to roll it over so that they can live off the interest. Okay.
And that's one. Is that one client?
This is one client. Okay. 2.4 million. You live off of 6% of that. That's paying you about $16,000 to $18,000 a month in passive retirement income every month. Your 2.4 million is still gaining interest. You leave it to the kids, and now you have a nest egg for the next generations to come. You've created generational wealth for this family. In total, you've made $215,000 of passive income educating this one family. Family, if you just do 10, you have a guaranteed 2.2 million that's coming in passively. You already have your day job. You already are trading. You're already doing different things. Why don't you take that 2.2 million and you invest it as well, and you make that 2.2 million even more millions? Bag number 4. This is bag number 5. Now I'm gonna let Mr. P take over. Okay. All right. It's 4 ways to get paid. First way is being an employee. They pay the position, they don't pay the person. We replaceable. Second way is being self-employed. You pay the person, but now it's all on you. If you're a barber, you break your hands. You can't make money if you break your hands. Okay. Third way is to become a business owner. You need a system, a business, okay, to where that system is making you money whether you're there or not there. McDonald's, Starbucks, Amazon, Uber, U-Haul, okay, Krispy Kreme donuts. And number 4 is investing. Now, the only way that we're going to become a real avid investor, y'all, to where we making huge gains, is we got to get a business structure put together. And this is our business structure. Me and Mr. P go out here and we help you build a business. This ain't one of those things where you need 9 people, and then when those 9 people get 9 and those 9 get 9, you make $9.99. This ain't that. Okay? Monique, Leticia, Tierra, how many people do y'all know hate what they do, would love to learn something new, would love to vacation, would love to have fun, would love to make extra money? How many people do y'all know like that?
A lot.
A lot. Monique, all we need is 10. All we need is 10. We're going to teach these 10 how to make passive income, spare time income. They still in college. They still go to work. They still got life. They made an extra $400, $500. But because we taught those 10, Monique, you just made $5,000 for the month, passive income. Just like McDonald's, just like Burger King, just like Metrolink.
How many people did they help?
One for the month.
So each person helped one person each month. This is the outcome. And
you made 5,000 passive. We're going to teach these same 10 how to help out one family a week, y'all. Now they making an extra $2,000 a month, part-time spare time. Got kids, let her go to Disneyland, let her go to the park. But because you have a business, you make $20,000 passive for the month. Passive. Okay? Passive. If you want to go out here and get your license, it'll cost you anywhere from $800 to about $10,000 to get all the licenses. Okay? We gonna invest into you. We looking for people who want to take their life to the next level. All your classes, courses, fees, processing, applications, fingerprints taken care of. The only thing that you invest into yourself is for your background check. It's $99. Okay? How many times do we spend $100 on dumb stuff, don't even know what happened to it? All the time. Okay? You get a full technology support package. Cell phone discounts, rent-a-car discounts, hotel discounts, websites, business reports, CRM system, payroll taken care of, live on-demand training videos. You get an app where you can do run business directly from your phone. And we're going to sponsor those investment licenses, y'all. Once you get these investment licenses underneath your belt, even if you're the type of person who needed a 9-to-5 to keep generating income, nobody can pay you anything less than $130,000 to $150,000 a year. Because now you have a federal license to actually deal with money. It's $25 to run your system. Okay? We take care of everything. The only thing that you invest into yourself is $124 to get your license. You're going to learn how money works. We get to educate families and feel good about what we do. You're making a lot of money up front. You're making passive money. Okay? And you're with like-minded individuals that's going to continue to push you and build you up. Okay? Bag number 5.